demonstrate you how you, I mean, one of the ingredients that we're going to use today is the crema mexicana, Mexican style crema. But, you know, it's very simple. If you cannot get it, I mean, we got one in our box. So, but if you cannot get it, it's easy to make with heavy cream. Okay, so I'm going to just put the heavy cream here. I'm making half of what is on the recipe and some buttermilk as well. And you mix it well. And let it sit for 24, 48 hours. Like you just cover and leave it on the counter or somewhere that is warm. And that's about it, okay? So you can have your own crema mexicana made at home as well. And, you know, it would be a little bit of acidic, you know, like really delicious crema. All right, so now for the real recipe that we're gonna cook, these are the ingredients that you're gonna need. You're gonna need some chiles poblanos. So this is, okay, let me check, where am I? Okay, we have here the chile poblano. We have onion, white onion, which is a Mexican onion, and some queso fresco, and we need also some crema mexicana, as we just said. Okay, I have everything prepped, but I would like to show you how this is done.
Hey, Iliana,
okay.
while you're
Yes.
turning the pan on there, Laura just asked, is it safe to leave the crema mexicana on the counter?
What is the reason? Okay, it needs the temperature. If you put it in the fridge, it will take maybe like a week or more. But if you keep it on the counter, it will solidify and get thicker, you know, which is one of the things that we're looking for, you know, a thicker cream like this. So it's basically, that's why you leave it outside.
Thank you.
All right, absolutely. Okay, I have some oil here that I'm warming up.
Carrie asked, what other ways can you use the crema on tacos, corn? It sounds delicious.
Okay, we also can use it in things like, for example, in soups. You can also drizzle your soups with that. Like a sopa de tortilla is perfect for using there. For example, this is, damn it. Okay, sorry. So that's another use that you can give to the crema mexicana. You know, like for soups, you can enrich them with that. But it's mostly, you know, make a tostada, drizzle on top, those kind of things, for making the rajas as well. So those are the uses for it. Sorry about that. It's, yeah, my oil, yeah, no, it's, I tried to put another, a pretty skillet there, but it didn't work. So anyway, I have others. I just thought that would work. All right, sorry, I apologize for that. So we have here, you know, the chile poblano. There are different ways that you can, you know, you can peel them because they are still raw and they have a little skin on top, you know, on the chile that is, you know, you don't see it here, but you can take it off, okay? So you can do it over the stove on the flame, directly on the flame if you like, or there is another way to do it, which is you make a slit, a very little slit with one pointy knife, just very little, and put it on the oil. And then it will blister. Meanwhile, we do that. I will continue here. Okay, it's still on the way. So I would recommend you, when it's blistered, the whole thing, leave it to rest for like 15 minutes or so. So I don't want to peel it while it's very hot because it will be like super, super hot in temperature. Wear gloves whenever you are working with chiles or so. Please wear gloves because they can be like really spicy on your hands. Okay, so I don't know if you're capable, but yes, okay. Once they're, this is, I make it earlier in the morning. Okay, so I'm just gonna peel it completely like this. So you remove the skin, either if you did it, you know, over the stove or the flame, or here like fried. Okay, you can hear in the other chile that is being fried right now how it is, and it's super simple. Either way that you do it, either on the stove or this, it's super simple. Okay, and once it's already peeled, the whole thing, what you're gonna do is make a slit, open it up, remove the stem, seeds. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Okay, and then you slice it. All right. So I'm gonna take off my clothes here now, and using a knife, just cut it up. Okay. small slices like this. And then we'll cut them in half. Okay, I have other chiles already cut, like this one, okay? So wanted to show you about it, but that's about it.
Iliana, we had another question come in about the crema. What is the shelf life of the crema in the fridge?
It's maybe 2 weeks or more. And you see this, so it's blistering super nicely in here. I guess even more, but I will say like the safest thing to say is like 2 weeks, but even more if it's once it's refrigerated. So once you crema mexicana, it is like solid, then you put it in the fridge and it can take, up to 2 weeks or more, but I hope it won't last that long, okay? Because you're gonna love it and you're gonna be using it for almost everything. All right, so once the chile is all blistered like this is, then leave it, to rest for a little bit and then peel it, okay? You can do this step, 1 day ahead or 2 days ahead and just leave it like that. And then before using it is when you go ahead and peel it before using. So I have here all the rest of the ingredients that we're gonna do. Okay, so we have the chiles already prepped. We have our julienne onions right here. Have the crema, have the cheese, all right? And I have my pot here. I will add a little bit of oil into here. Let me know if you're looking at clear, right? And then I will add the onions. Just very little oil is maybe like 1 teaspoon, just vegetable oil. And I will add the onions right now. Right. Saute your onions. And by the way, once you have the chile rellenos like this, you can make also chile rellenos. Just do what I did, but just keep your chile whole, and you can stuff it with cheese. Like in this case, I will use a mix of Gouda or something like it's more not a queso fresco, but you can also do a queso fresco one. And then you can egg butter or make a sauce on top and serve it. So there are many ways that you know what else? I just remember that now that you're talking about the crema mexicana, there is one delicious recipe that you can stuff your chile relleno with beans, with a paste of beans, either pintos or black beans, and then cover with the crema mexicana, some cheese on top, and put it in the oven. Oh, come on, it comes out like super delicious. So another way to use it. Okay.
What's that dish called?
Pardon me?
What's that dish called, Iliana? The one you just
That
described?
dish is just chile rellenos and salsa de crema.
Ah, okay.
So it's so delicious. Your beans inside and the crema and some tortillas and rice. Come on, it's delicious. Okay, until your onions are translucent. So where we go. And you add your chiles poblanos here. Mix it well. Some salt to taste. Okay, we add the crema because the chiles are already cooked, so we don't need to wait much of cooking. All right, so we'll add the crema mexicana. Look how thick it is and beautiful.
Oh, Iliana, Anne asked, are the chilies super hot? Are they really spicy? Are the chilies very spicy?
No, not really. Actually, not at all. I mean, the poblanos are one of the mildest chiles we have. Sometimes you can get one that is super spicy, but generally speaking, it won't be too spicy. And then you have the crema and the cheese that will help not to, like mild out the chile flavor. Okay, the queso fresco. Here you need a queso fresco because you don't want to melting cheese in here right now. I mean, melting cheese is delicious, but not for this dish, okay?
And then Iliana, if anyone has trouble finding poblanos, our Anaheim pepper's a suitable substitute?
Yeah, absolutely. There will be a different flavor, but yes, absolutely, you can find those. Yeah, you can use substitute with that.
And then Lisa just asked,
It always be a fresh chili, not a dry chili, okay?
Oh, okay.
So,
Lisa,
all right, sure. Yep.
Real quick, Iliana, Lisa asked, are pasilla peppers the same as poblano?
Pasilla, no. Poblano is what it will be like when the dry version, it will be the ancho chili.
Mm.
Okay, I will taste for salt. A little bit more. But this dish is ready. The only thing we need now, excuse me?
That was so quick. It's a good one.
So quick. You know, the prep is a little bit more on that side, but once you have everything ready, it's really no time. So.
Oh, so Steve asked, so we should not melt the cheese completely?
No, the cheese will melt. The queso fresco is not a melting cheese.
Okay.
But you won't get it melted, okay?
Interesting.
And now it's time to enjoy with some tortillas that we have here. Warm up tortillas, and you're ready to have a delicious taco of the rajas con crema. So I hope you enjoy the dish. It's really wonderful. I can promise you that. Have it, you know, with some tortillas, and you can serve it also with, you know, with tortillas, but also with rice. You can add other ingredients into it. Let's say some shrimp if you want to add some protein into it, or you can serve it along with a piece of meat or, you know, fish or something, and just a side dish. But you can also incorporate some shrimp here, and it's looking really delicious. Use it as a sauce on top, making it into, you know, with a pasta. So there are many uses for this. Obviously, my favorite is in a good tortilla, and you put it into it. So that is absolutely my favorite. I hope you have enjoyed it. Any questions, please let me know.
Just one more came in. You kind of touched on it there, but so is this a side dish or is it considered an entree? And it sounds like it can be a bit of both.
It could be a little bit of both, you know. It's like a salad. It could be a side dish, but if you add shrimp or steak or something, that is a main course. So this is a side dish or an appetizer. But if you combine it with other things, then it could be, you know, like an entree, if you wish.
And then Lisa asked, will you show how you would serve it? So how you would serve it in the tortilla?
Yes. Oh, sure. Absolutely. Let me bring another plate for that. Sorry, it's going to be a white one now. I don't like the white ones for the TV, but here we go. So you just have your tortilla warm. This is not that warm anymore. And you put it right here, and you just enjoy it like this. This is one way. All right. So
and then
that's how you do it.
Another question. This is actually my question. How do you prefer to warm your tortillas? Do you warm them in the oven or on a skillet? What is the best way?
This is my favorite thing. This is called comal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very thin. It's very cheap. You can find it in most of them in the United States, in most of the Mexican markets. And they're very cheap, by the way. They last forever. They don't rust. They don't stain, nothing, you know. So you just wash it even with the, you know, the silver scrubbies or something, and that would be perfect. And you just put your tortilla right on top and heat it up. It just is, this one work in the stove that I was using. So, but the only thing you need is just warm it up, and then the tortilla will be pliable and super delicious. We make those in the restaurant. So these are actually very good, the ones you send, but those are the ones we make with our own nixtamal. All that process that I explained to you is what we do in the restaurant.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think you're gonna have a lot of people coming to Austin to come eat at your restaurant after this. So we have a couple more questions coming in. So if people were to use the Mexican style sour cream as a substitute for the homemade crema mexicana, we had someone ask, did you use the whole carton, or how much would you use of that?
Of this, I use, it was brand new. I used like half for this amount. But if you want it like more creamy, I mean, a lot of people like it more creamy, on the creamy side, like more liquidy, then you can add a little bit more. But more or less is like a 1 cup or so.
Okay. Wonderful. And then we had another question come in. Can you tell me what is bucket cheese?
What is the bucket cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, bucket cheese is queso canasta. I think that is what they're referring to. And it's also queso fresco.
Okay.
So and also it's just, you know, like if you get back into the PowerPoint, there was a picture of the quesos in Oaxaca, and there is one that it has like a rim of reed, and that is the mold. So it's called like that canasta, or also some colanders that they put it in, so they look like with this mesh kind of thing. So those are those type of cheeses. But you can use those because either the panela, the queso fresco, they won't melt. So you want a non-melting cheese for this recipe.
Okay. And then last question, and then we'll get back to learning more from the presentation. So Elaine said, it sounds like both pasilla and poblano can be used interchangeably, even though they're different peppers. Is that correct?
Okay, the pasilla is normally referred, it's just, you know, the naming. Okay, this is a warm tortilla, so it's more flexible. You can do more things. Okay, ready. It's a little bit confusing sometimes because in different areas in Mexico, we have the same chiles, but they are called differently in different areas. So sometimes the poblano is called pasilla, but remember, it should be ancho or poblano. I mean, it's wide on the shoulders and can bring to a point, and it's green, dark green, okay? And it's long, about, you know, almost one large hand. So that is very important to see because you can get different names for the chiles. So this one, when it's dried, is an ancho, and no, you cannot substitute for the same recipe. The whole procedure will be different. So look for this, or for the Anaheim in case that you cannot find this. Pasilla normally is a long black dried chile. Okay, and when it's fresh, it's called chilaca. So it's a different chile. So look for this especially, or the Anaheim. If you are more familiar with the Anaheim, look for that. This is called poblano.